Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Enjoy this Goldylocks Productions presentation of the Joyful Findings Show with your host, Melissa Parks.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Joyful Findings Show. I have my little son Christopher here with me. He's adding to the energy today, and the energy has increased tenfold, 20-fold, 30-fold. It's coming down, it's feeling us. We are all starting to tap into this beautiful energy and really tapping into who our higher self really is. And we're just starting to feel all this energy, and we're going to start creating with this energy, right? Because remember, I keep talking, we're master creators. The master creator in you is going to start creating this better world that's going on. Remember, I keep talking about as all these old structures fall, all these old structures that are falling no longer serve us for the highest and best. And now we're starting to create more out of joy, love, happiness. What is it that you are creating for yourself today and every day? Are you keeping your thoughts positive? Are we retraining our brain? Are we starting to recognize that some of the things that we knew in this lifetime are completely different than what we believed, right? I can say my belief system has changed through my lifetime over and over and over again as I gain more knowledge, as I allow more knowledge into me, right? And as I do that, I discern everything and ask my higher self, what does that really feel like for me? Do I really understand this? Do I really know what this means for me on a higher level, right? Rather than just the earth level, right? We're trying to not be so human now, right? Because we're a spiritual being in a human body having a spiritual experience in a material world, right? And everything turned out to be about the material things in life. How much money can we get? How much possessions can we own? How many cars can we own? Blah, 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 blah. And now we're starting to go back to a simpler time. We have understand through COVID, our family unit is very important now, right? Our family unit is very important. Maybe we had moved away from that for a long time. So there's been lots of lessons and lots of tests through this 2020 year, right? But it's also about purging. I feel like a lot of you right now are also purging a lot of emotions. You're purging a lot of stuff you've been holding on to your whole life, right? Whether you're holding it in your shoulders, you're holding it in your heart, you're holding it in your hands, you're holding it in your hips. It doesn't matter. I say that you just release it all right now.
I'm holding it in my hand.
And he's holding it in his hand. He's throwing the magic out there today. So you guys release whatever is no longer hurting or serving you so that you can be your highest and best person. And this purging could be just emotions that you've been holding on to. This purging could be beliefs that you've had your whole lifetime. This purging could be relationships that are no longer serving you. This purging could be where you live is no longer serving you. I mean, there's like this massive purge going on inside of yourselves, right? So that we can restructure ourselves the way we would like to be here on earth, right? That's what it's really all about. It's really us really starting to connect in and find out who we are. And I hope more of you are out there are starting to pop in and find out who you are. And I would like to say thank you. I'm seeing a bunch of you are popping on here. Thank you, my loves, for being here. I'm so glad you guys could be here. And I would like, okay, so this is another thing I want to do today because it's very important. I've been having conversations with friends that live out of the country. One's down in Panama, one lives over in Ireland, and their restrictions are a lot harder than us. So I would like everyone to please add their location from where you guys are viewing today in the comments. So when I see it, I'm sending light out to that area. Okay, so that we're all making this connection. Because as I send it out to you, it gets sent back to me, but I want to know a physical location rather than just your name today. Okay, so make sure you put where your location is, where you guys live, wherever you are right now, even if you're on vacation, it doesn't matter, wherever your location is right now. It's very important that we're making these connections, these energetic connections. Also, energetic connections, energetic healing, all that stuff is taking place right now. There's so much energy coming down to earth right now, and it's activating everything. It's sending in codes. It's awakening you. It's starting to really break free right? Because they want to show me the pineal gland right now. So you guys, third eye really needs to open up and help those to open around you, right? Because everything that they've ever fed us and gave us to drink or whatever might have had something in there to calcify that, right? And it's funny, I posted a meme the other day. You can't get through 2020 without a third eye, right? So we need our intuition self to help us through this, to help guide us. And that's our way of seeing, right? That third eye. So I'm sending out a lot of pineal gland clearing, third eye clearing. It's like, woo, woo, woo. It's all getting cleared for you guys. Woohoo. All right. So we've got, oh, look at you guys. I've got Southern Illinois. I got Pinellas Park, Florida. Homer, Michigan, Indiana, Texas. All right, we're getting out there. Woo! And I know Complicated by Design is out in Idaho. So I'm asking everyone to add in where they're from today so that it ends up over in my little comments for me to see so I can send energy out there. And I want you guys to feel the energy that is going on inside of my heart chakra right now, because I feel like I'm like this I feel like I'm this lightning beam coming out of the heart chakra, and I'm connecting each and every one of you, okay? So I'm connecting in with each and every one of you. You guys are part of my soul family, my soul tribe, whatever you want to call it. And we're starting to make like our digital community, right? We're starting our digital community. If you tap in, we're starting a digital community. Not only do communities have to be in your location, they can also be digitally now because we're moving into more of the digital age, right? So we are starting more of this, and I'm getting heated up as I'm telling you this. I mean, I'm starting to really start to sweat. So they're really starting to heat me up. I feel like I have this huge beam shooting out of me. So I'd love to know if you guys can feel that out there. And now it's really time for us to really stand in our truth, do what we need to do, and really create our reality, right? And creating our own reality, we need to recognize what it is that we truly want, right? Because I know there's a couple people out there that are listening and go that I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. Well, I say tap in and find out what you want to do. You know what I mean? It's time to really tap in. What is soul? What does your source tell you? I feel like there's a lot of heart chakra work going on too with this beam coming out of my chakra right now. It's like, whoa. Okay, so I want you guys to really tap in and feel that. And we got Windsor Locks, Connecticut. All right, so we're getting all over the place. Bing, bing, bing. I love this. It's bouncing all around. Oh, that's sad. Okay, so okay, I think I feel like I should tap into that probably. All right, so Kimberly just made a comment about a lot of suicides here in her town. Okay, so let's talk about that for a minute, okay? Because I feel really bad about that. And maybe that's where all this heart is, because I feel like it's almost a broken heart I'm feeling as well. Suicide is kind of, it's one of the exit points that you can choose from here on earth, right? So I'm not sure what town you're in or where that's all going on. I guess you're in Southern Illinois, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm going to send a lot of extra light to help people regain some of their power, because sometimes you feel powerless. I think that's what suicide does. You feel powerless and you just feel like it's your only option. And let's just send a lot of light out to the world and to all the people right now that are not getting enough energy, that are not feeling uplifted. Let's send it out to all of them, because there are several thousands, millions, maybe, I don't know. They're not showing me the exact number, but there's a lot of people out there that could really just get out there and send out energy, just sending love to everyone that you pass. You know, it's funny because when I stop at a light, sometimes they make me put my hands behind my head and my heart chakra is wide open to the world. And I'm just shining light out to everyone. Not that I know who it's touching. All I know is I'm here to help spread light, okay? Because it's to help find your way out of the darkness, right? So we're trying to find our way out of the darkness. And I feel like we're still in the dark ages sometimes because of the information that we're given, and it's not all true and it's manipulated and all this stuff. So we're really trying to sort out things on many different levels, and not just in the United States, it's all around the world, okay? Because I got clients that are bouncing all over the place, and I keep in contact with them and I know what's going on. So this also gives a better reality of what's really happening. Okay. And another thing that I've realized, and I know I've said this before, is like, doesn't it feel like we're living in a movie right now? Like we were just popped in as an extra and we're just sitting here waiting till it's our cue to go. Well, I can tell you right now, it is go time. Okay. So whatever it is you have in plans, whatever you have made, whatever you have going forward, now is go time. You need to help yourself and you need to help other people around you, because stuff is ready to hit the fan, okay? And that's what it feels like energetically. It's a really good energetic one, really. It's just going to confuse a lot of the normal people that aren't so spiritually aware, okay? So the spiritually aware, right, the spiritually elevated, or, you know, whatever you want to call yourselves, illuminators, light workers, healers, there's all kinds of different names for you. Even all of us are getting ready to take this giant leap, right? We're starting to take this giant leap deeper into ourselves, into who we really are. And this is going to be a magnificent time to be alive. But there's going to be some other people out there that need our help. They need our assistance. So this is very important that you have, you're tapped into your highest self. You're helping yourself, you have self-care for yourself, you're taking care of yourself, and then you're there to help others. So any of you with abilities out there, it's going to be time for you to step up and start using them, because they are going to be needed, and they are going to be needed a lot. Because, right, if we stay in the 3D world, we understand everything at the linear level, right? We understand it right here. We understand it to a certain extent still, right? We still don't completely understand it, but we have a certain extent too. This 3D world, we know that we don't like. We've known this for centuries, people. We've known that we don't like this. So now that we don't like this, now we're stepping up to a different level, right? So even if you imagine yourself back in Atlantis, let's just use that because everyone knows what Atlantis is. So just imagine you're all using your all abilities that you had back then. They're all coming back online now. So now it's time for you to truly tap in and find out what your God source is telling you inside of you, your God positioning sensor, right? Our GPS, our heart center, our soul self, whatever you want to call it. This is what you need to tap into for the answers that you need. And with me keep tapping it like this, we are sending a lot of energy in, a lot of energy is coming out. There's a lot of different things that are going to be happening today. I feel like energy is going all over the place. Okay. It's just like bing, 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 bing. It's just all over the place. And I'm glad that you guys could be here and be a part of this. So this is fantastic. Okay, so I will take questions today. So if you guys have any personal questions, drop them in the comment box and I will get to them. I'd be happy to answer them for you. And I have to tell you that the energy is really high. I even turned my AC down before I started today, and I'm beating with sweat. So the energy that is flowing out today is huge. Huge. That's the best way for me to describe it. Imagine that wave I've been talking about all the time, right? And we're on top of it, right? We're riding that on top of it. We're surfing. Woo! We're having a great time. And now that energy is coming down and it's going to wipe the people out. Not in a bad way, energetically. No one drowns, okay? No one drowns. But energetically, this is going to be like a big wake-up call. I feel like there's something big coming. I wish I could put my finger on it and tell you what it was. I could just internally feel it. Next 3 weeks or so, maybe even sooner, 4 weeks, definitely during this Lion's Gate. Okay, the Lion's Gate is open, everybody. If you don't know what that is, I suggest you go look it up because it's open now until August 12th, and it fully opens on 8/8. So there's a lot of magic that can take place energetically right now for all of us, right? And I feel like when the Lionsgate came in, it started on the 26th, so we're only 3 days in. So if you guys have noticed any energy changes in the last 3 days, you'll know why, okay? It's like gearing us up. Some of us are feeling like, woo, we're all good and we can get a lot of stuff done. Other people are like, I need to take a nap. I'm just too tired. So whatever your body's calling for, allow it to happen, okay? That's very important that you allow it to happen. All right. So my first question is a 2-part question today from Malele Spiritual Healings. All right. Let's see. The man that I am faithful to, laugh out. Is this the man that I'm faithful to? And I have a reading to do for 3 people today. And I'm wondering if it's the highest good for all of me to do it today, or should I wait? Okay. So here's the thing. If you don't feel like you're at your highest and best to give your spiritual readings today, don't do it. Okay. And I feel like the man is being faithful to you, if that helps. But I feel like there is miscommunication going on. I feel like there's this definitely miscommunication. They just showing me crossed wires. So miscommunication. So definitely step into that. And if you don't feel at 100%, I say don't do the readings. Put them off till tomorrow when you feel more energetic, because you want to be at your highest and best. And whether you're doing psychic readings or you're doing energetic healings, you want to make sure you're that feeling at least 100%, maybe 95%, no lower than that, because you don't want it to you want to give everyone your highest and best, right? It's just like, there's days that I don't come on my show because I'm not at my 100% and I can't give you my 100%, right? So it's like we have to back off sometimes. So you do whatever you feel is right in your heart, okay, Malele? So I hope that's helpful for you today. You guys are awesome. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, so, all right, Kimberly has my next message. Oh, what should I focus on? Valley had the next one. Okay, Valley. Valley, you need to focus on your desires. You have to focus on still releasing some old patterns or some old thought patterns or some old reactions, because I feel like you're still reacting a little bit. And they want you to step out of reacting mode because you can step back a little bit and go, okay, now I can see what this is about. It gives you a bit different perspective. So they want you to have a different perspective of what's going on around you and the situations that you're in so that you can see them differently. So I definitely say focus on that. So I'm going to leave that with you, Valley, and thanks for tapping in today. I love it. I love that all you guys are tapping in today. Hello, 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 hello. I'm so happy you guys came today to join me. All right, so Kimberly, what message is for me about this agency called Case? All right, let's see. All right, let's find out for you, Kimberly. Is this for a job or something like that? All right, we got San Francisco out there. Love that. Love that you guys, people are tapping in. All right, Kimberly. So for you, I'm getting, what is the message for this about you? This is about your discernment. This is going to be about what you really want, because I don't think this is 100% what you're looking for. I feel like it's maybe 75%, maybe even 80, but it doesn't bring you 100% joy. So I feel like you're supposed to be switching up to 100% joy, maybe changing routes. I'm feeling like you need to change the direction where you're going and just kind of go with the flow. I feel like there's something that's going to be coming up that's going to bring you forward, but there's something to grow from. There's definitely something to grow from. There's going to be growth. Okay. Oh, all right. Awesome. So I'm going to leave that with you. All right. We got Kimberly's today. Woohoo. All right. So I hope that was going to be helpful for you. Let's see, Kimberly, let's see. I have no problem with them. All right. I'd love a message about growing my business. Just start imagining it, growing your business. That's how you have to start, is where you think first. And then I see like you need to just, I feel like you're going to connect up with 2 other people that are going to help with this growth. I feel like they're in the similar business. So maybe there's some kind of like merger or ideas that come together. And I feel like this actually brings great abundance. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of growth. They keep showing me growth. So I see like the leaves coming off of a plant. I don't see the flower yet, but there's a lot of growth. And with that growth is going to be this beautiful bud at the top. So just go with whatever new ideas you have, because I feel like they're new ideas. This is like a new seed that's been planted, and now it's ready to take you and help you grow. So I feel like that's going to help you as you move forward. Kim, thank you. Thank you. Whew, let me tell you, that energy is kicking. Are you guys feeling it out there? Oh, anyone? Okay. All right, let's see what else we got here. Karen Lynn, guidance for me, Mystic, Connecticut. Love Mystic, Connecticut. Love Karen too. I love you all. Okay, let's see what I got for you today, Karen. Okay, so Karen, oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, so when I close my eyes and get in your energy, there's this new softness, and I feel like there's this, I feel like it's on my left side, so I don't know if it's something you're sitting next to right now, but maybe it's the ocean view you have on your left side right now, but I feel like there's this calm there, but I also feel like there's this new, idea that's getting ready to come forward because it's on my left side, and I feel like it's going to be soft. I feel like it's going to be easy. I feel like you won't have to work nearly as hard. And I feel like it's just going to be, they're showing me lots of growth with that too as it moves forward. And it's just, you're going to be helping a lot of people because they show me like all these different fingers going out and you helping more people with that. And also your connections to people is going to become stronger too. They're showing me a much stronger connection. And also that you're going to be tapping in and using a lot more of your abilities and truly trusting them now, which is going to be phenomenal because it just lights up your day when you kind of get that feeling and you're connected into that energy. It just feels so fantastic. So I'm going to leave that with you, Karen. Oh, I love that. I can't wait to see what you come up with. That's going to be beautiful. I feel like and I feel like it's going to help people heal from the heart. I feel like that's going to help people heal from the heart. I feel like that. I love that. I love that. All right, let's see. Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Any messages from my guides today? Yes, ma'am. Let's see what they got for you. Okay, so Amanda, I feel like there's a new avenue opening up for you. I don't know if it's work or if you guys are looking at a new place to live, but I feel like there's this new avenue, and it may include both, because if you move, it's going to require changing jobs. But I feel like there's this new place that you're going to be heading to, and I feel like it has to do with your job. I feel like you're going to start doing a lot more of the things that you enjoy and starting creating. I feel like you're almost ready to want to do your own business of some sort, but I'm not sure what that is. But I see you moving forward with the schooling that you did last year. You've been putting it off, and your guides are saying it's no longer time to do that. It's time to take that leap a little bit and trust what's going to happen next, so that you can move forward. They're showing me you just kind of like jumping forward. So I hope you step right into that and enjoy that ride, Amanda, because that's going to be fun for you. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, it's really hot in here today, people. The sweat, right? You have a lot of white. Oh, I have a lot of white around my crown today. And all of you have a lot of white around your crown today too. So it's like we're all vibrating these energies, right? And we're all vibrating these different lights. We may not always see them, but it's like, woo, it's just like, we're all starting to vibrate. We're all starting to glow a little bit more. You know what I mean? We're all starting to sparkle a little bit more as we let our shininess out, our star self out, right? We're letting that, letting it out for everybody. I love it. Okay, who's next? Let's see. All right, Ruth. Are there any messages from me, from mom or dad? Okay, let's see. All right, Ruth wants mom and dad. All right. I feel like I have your mother or something. Was your mother a knitter or something? Because I'm not a knitter, but I felt like my fingers were wanting to do that. So I feel like the message from your mother and father is you're starting to fit things together, right? Because I think with the knitting that we're trying to say that we're creating a pattern that's good for you. It's going to be beautiful when it's finished. And I feel like you're like beautifully creating something new. I feel like there's like 2 new creations that they say are coming for you today, or coming through your mind to create something new. And they're like saying yes, because I feel like this was like, I feel like it's more of a baby blanket, you know what I mean, rather than a full-size blanket. The analogies they give me, I hope this works for you. But when you're finished with it, it's going to be comforting to all that see it and touch it. It doesn't matter what it is, but I feel like there's definitely something that they're knitting together. There's also knitting of a family, or there's more connections coming together like that. Also, you coming together with more of your soul family. So they keep showing there's going to be more of these connections, and they're going to be synchronistic, because they're going to be just like the same knot before or whatever, if we're knitting a blanket or whatever. So they're just showing me that there's going to be a lot of knitting going on. So take it and make it happen. They're showing me that you're going to have a lot of joy in the next few months as everything starts to unfold for you. So that's awesome. I'm going to leave that with you, Ruth. I can't wait to see what the new creations are and what you're knitting. And if you're a knitter, that's going to freak me out a little bit. You know what I mean? All right. Woo! All right. Sherry wants to know if I will sell my house soon. What is soon? How soon is soon for you? Because I get... Okay, so maybe not until September-ish. I'm getting September-ish. They're saying September-ish. That's what they keep saying. So if soon is September, then September works for you. But I asked now, and I asked August. I get no, and they say yes when I get to September. So somewhere in that realm of September. So good luck with selling your house. I feel like once you're ready, or if it's on the market right now, they're saying if it's on the market right now, energetically clear it with some sage or something like that, because that's going to help clear out any of the old energy. And when people walk in, they're going to feel like it's refreshing. You know what I mean? It feels like it could be their new home, especially when the energy is all clear, right? So, maybe a couple hours before people come in for a viewing or whatever, you sage your house beforehand, so it's clear of anyone else's energy before they walk in, which is kind of a cool idea. So good luck selling your house, Sherry. I love it. I love it. I love it. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, look. I even have Maine. Okay. Hi, Linda. I'm glad you popped in too. I've been telling everybody, I'm going to say it again. So pop in wherever you guys are from today, because I'm sending out energy to wherever you are at, whether it's where you live or where you're vacationing right now, because it is summertime. So definitely tap in and let me know where you guys are from. If you're just popping in and watching now, let me know where you're from, because I know Linda Hallisey is from Maine. She's I've known her since I was a little girl. So I'm glad you could tap in today, and happy healing to you, Linda. And since you tapped in, I'm just going to give you a message anyways. So you probably don't know this is coming, but why not? This is a message from your dad. It's funny because I was just thinking about my dad the other day. And your dad is coming through. It's like he's sitting up next to you. And you remember when we were young or whatever, and they would always joke around and just be, their their smart selves. Well, they're kind of showing me that. They're showing me that he also follows you around. And he's also showing me that he's like very happy on the other side as well. He misses Earth a little bit because he had a lot of fun down here and everything. But from the other side, what your dad is showing me is like he pops into your dreams a lot. I'm feeling like, you know what I mean? He's showing me you in his dreams, and he just wants to show that connection. He wants you to feel that connection and always have that connection. So I'm going to leave that with you, Linda. And our dads up there, they're having a scotch on the rocks or something. Whatever their favorite drink was back in the day, they're partying up there. They're having a great time. So I'm so happy that you guys, yeah, Complicated by Design said soon. Can we remove that word from our vocabulary? Laugh out loud. And I would love to remove that from our vocabulary. But that's the only one that, we can use for now. Soon and patience. Those are the two magic words that we have to learn to master down here. So that's awesome. And Linda says, yes, he does. All right. So that's awesome. Sarah, I don't have a specific question. Any guidance for me? Thank you, sweetie. Well, hello, Sarah. Of course I could give you something. Let's see. Okay, so Sarah, for you, I'm getting that you need to step into your power a little bit more. I feel like you're doing it tenfold. They want you to go a little bit faster. I also, look, they keep making me burp, and I haven't had anything to burp yet today. So this is how you need to change up your energy a little bit more. They're showing me it being changed. It's almost like driving a car, and we're shifting it really fast, okay? So it's almost like you're ready to start picking up speed and to definitely go a lot faster, okay? So you're going to start hauling booty wherever you're going. So it's like there's nothing to hold you back now except yourself. And I feel like you've really, really worked on all of that. You know what I mean? So it's like you're just going to go fast forward. So believe in yourself, keep singing, keep dancing, and keep having fun, because that's what they want you to keep doing in this lifetime. So there you go, Sarah. That's funny. You guys are awesome. I got West Bradenton out there. I got Florida. Where what else do I got out here that I haven't seen yet? I'm just going to scan these. All right. So my next question is from Kavita. Welcome back, Kavita. Hey, all right. So this is funny because Christopher is making a cat right now. Right?
Cartoon cat.
It's a cartoon cat, but Christopher's making a cat right now. So this just shows that he is also tapping into the lion's gate, right? Because what is a cat? It's just a baby lion, or a different shape, or whatever size. So he's adding to the energy.
He
So,
can shape into whatever.
and he can shape shift into whatever he wants.
Can size shift.
And he can size shift. All right, just like aliens can. So Christopher's creating the galactic in the living room as we're holding our show today. So there you go. All right. So even my child gets in on this, and I never know what he's going to add, but I appreciate him because he's always right in sync with everything. So Kavita would love a message today. All right, Kavita, let's see what's happening in your world. All right. So Kavita, what I'm feeling for you is just to sit back and relax a little bit. I know you probably feel like you've been relaxing a lot, but it's like they want you to get out of your mind a little bit. They want you to just relax. I don't know if you've taken a vacation or a staycation or anything like that, but they just want you to take a couple days off and just chill and just allow the energies to come into your life, because it's going to help create some new change for you as you're coming forward, because you have lots of new ideas. I feel like there's lots of new ideas, and I don't know if you're painting them or whatever, but you should be. If you're not, whatever these new ideas are turning into a book, or I almost feel like you're creating it into like a coffee table book or something. There's another new idea, and I feel like it's a big book. You know what I mean? So I feel like you have a lot of new ideas, and it's time for you to get out there and spread them. So woo, woo, woo. And Kim out there has her orange cat. So Kavita, I'm going to leave that with you, and see that cats are out there. And Christopher, my cat, is going to come up here and hang out for a minute and just stare at the screen. Would you like to say anything today?
I just want to show all of these girls or boys look like cartoon cats.
No, they don't. They look like people, just like us. Okay. All right. So on to the next thing. Oh my God. So yeah. Oh yeah. He actually does love that show. He's totally. He's almost above that sometimes. It's like crazy, the things that this kid gets into. So, all right, Anthony's next. Hi, Anthony. Any guidance for you? Sure, let me tap in for you, honey. Okay, so Anthony, I feel like you're sorting things out. I feel like in your mind, because I feel like I'm moving things around, or I feel like I'm moving something. Something's definitely moving, okay? And I feel like it's inside your minds, because I feel like it's almost in your mind and then it's becoming physical. So I feel like there's things you're shifting around. Maybe it's a thought pattern you used to have. You're starting to switch it up a little bit. And now you're starting to step into more of your power, because with everything that they're showing me, it's like there's like, I don't know what all this means, but it's always significant when I do this. So it's like there's a lot of things that are, even though it's going on in your mind, I feel like it's being stacked out into life and started to be created. So I feel like there's a new thought pattern. There's definitely something new that you want to create. And the universe is telling you now is the time. You've had it in your head for a long time. This is my show. This idea has been in your head for a really long time, and now it's let it come out to fruition. So I hope that's going to be helpful, because I feel like there's a really lot of good ideas that you have. So this is turning into a comedy. I love my kid. So you guys out there in wherever you guys are from, you're welcome. You guys are so welcome. I'm so happy that I could give you guys these messages. Yeah, and definitely hit like and subscribe so you guys remember when I go live every Wednesday at 1, right? Because we love... like and subscribe. He knows, hit the little buttons on the bottom, hit likes and all that stuff too. Christopher does want to be my co-host. 2,000 likes. I don't think I have that many people watching me today, but maybe in a couple years, I don't know. We'll see what happens. He's putting it out there. Anything can happen. And Christopher was always supposed to be kind of my co-host, I think. I had a friend tell me, who is actually out there in the audience right watching now, or at least she was, told me that when I started doing all this, Christopher would want to be involved and be a part of it. So it's no surprise that he pops up behind me, or he wants to bring his little words in, or what his little creatures in, whatever he might be showing at that particular moment, because my son is wide open. All right, go play. And he just makes a lot of stuff. So, and look, her orange cat is laying on her. Woo! Let's see, Kim, any messages for you or the cat? All right, hold on. All right, you need to go play with your little things over there. You're distracting me a little bit. Okay, so he's going to go stomp off. I hurt his feelings. Sorry. Okay, so what I got for you is, okay, so here's the thing. I feel like it's time for you to step up into your power. And I feel like the cat is also showing you independence. I also feel like it's also showing you it's time to chill a little bit too, because I feel like, and I also feel like you got stuff going on in the heart chakra. So I don't know if you went through a recent breakup or there was some kind of hurt going on or something, but whatever that is, I feel like that's old stuff, and I feel like it's starting to be cleared out, because I feel like you're starting to be more in connection. And, you know, and it's no surprise that the cat's on your lap and all of this is going on right now through the Lion's Gate. We're all starting to connect on so many different levels. You know what I mean? We're just connecting on so many different levels. So we're starting to really wake up, right? And as we wake up, right, they want me to talk about this some more. So our belief systems, I'm going to use me as an example, right? I always use this one. I'm a recovering Catholic, okay? Back when I was younger, my mother always made me go to Catholic church, and I had to go to Bible school, you know, or on Sunday school or whatever. And by the time I was 13 and I was sitting in mass one day, and we were probably halfway through, maybe it was one of the kneelings we had to do or whatever, I don't know. And all of a sudden, whatever they said struck like a chord in me. It was like, dong, you know, it was like a wake up call for me. And I'm like, this is not my God. This is not the God I recognize. My God would never punish me like this for what I'm doing. And then, you know, and then even there in the Catholic Church, they made us lie in confessional if you didn't do anything wrong that week, you know. And me as a 9, 10, 12-year-old, all right, well, I'll make something up then. So they really taught us to lie back then. But, you know, God never told me to get that connection. He wanted me to go straight to him. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean I have anything against churches or anything, because I think that's a wonderful place for people to gather of like-minded. But, you know, it's the structures were kind of bad through all the lifetimes. But anyways, you know, because God is a connection that we all have. We don't have to go into a church for it. But anyways, I call myself a recovering Catholic because that was not what I knew to be my truth inside, right? I was like, something really struck that chord, like, dong, you know, and been like, no, that's not my truth. So I feel like we are going to have a lot more, they're showing me like guitar strings, you know, and your strings are going to be plucked. Okay. And they're going to be strung, and you want to find that right vibration. So if you're still not in that right vibration, there must be musicians out there for me to talk about guitars. But anyways, these things that are going to be plucking at your strings, right? Because like our little heartstrings, right? It's like, does that really resonate with us? Whoa, does it create that right vibration for us? You know what I mean? Because we really want to be in that right vibration all the time and understand what our truth is. And even now, as things are taking place in our life right now, as we have all these old structures that are falling down around us, which is perfectly fine. Don't be sad the old structures are falling down, because we're part of the new structure, right? All us light beings that are watching right now, and all the light beings that are actually, you know, doing all the work out there around the world. That's why I asked for your locations today, so that bam, I can send some light out there and be like, maybe that helps. You know what I mean? All we can do is try to help raise the vibration on earth, and that's sending light and love out everywhere and standing in what our true belief system is, right? Because there's things that I'm reading out there in the news or hearing on the news, and I'm like, that's not true. And my God self is telling me it's not true. And he's going, nope. You know, so, and then there's other things that go, all right, well, that's questionable. I need a little bit more information on that. So I go dig for that information that will actually resonate with my heart chakra to let me know I'm in alignment to what I know to be true. Okay. So I feel like we're all starting to come into alignment with truth. Okay. So tap into whatever your truth is and honor that. And it may be different than your truth was 30 minutes ago, yesterday, a year ago, 15 years ago. Your thoughts and your patterns are going to change throughout your lifetime. And we have to change them now so that we can really start to 2,000 years. We're going to have 2,000 years of happiness now. All right. So 2,000 years of happiness now after we have all these old structures fall. So what are we creating for that 2,000 years of beautiness, right? Because the kid's not wrong. There's definitely 1,000 or 2,000 years that we can definitely get good out of this. But we have to continue to let the old structures fall. Do not try to hold on to the old structures, because you cannot keep them up. You have to create new. So if you were in a 9-to-5 job and you didn't like it, what are you going to create outside of that 9-to-5 job that creates happiness? Okay, because we are the creators of that happiness. Again, I tell you guys this all year since we've come into 2020. It's all about clear vision, right? 2020, but it's your clear vision. Not what other people have told you, not what other people believe about you, but what you believe about yourself. So that's what you're going to start to create. And I love it. You guys, it's so hot in here. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. This is serious. All right. So what else we got on here? All right. We got Bridget from Los Angeles, California. Lots of light needs to be sent into Los Angeles. Everyone beam a light into Los Angeles for some healing light in there. All right. So I have 2 questions. What does work like for me coming up? And really curious how my love life is looking. All right. Let's do work first. All right, Bridget. Okay. So okay, so with work, I'm feeling like you really need to be honest about yourself about what it is you really want to be doing now. Okay, because work is not going to look like it did in 2019, and I don't think it will look that way for a little bit. So it has to be what you're starting to create for yourself. So I feel like there is a creative project that you could be involved with that could actually start to manipulate, and I don't know why they're using that, manipulate the energy structures of Hollywood. So I don't know what that means for you, but I know that you have experience out there, and I don't even recall what you exactly do, but I feel like there's some kind of project that you're supposed to be involved with, but you have a little hesitation to it. Okay, I'm feeling a little hesitation, and that little hesitation is your mind. And I say throw that to the curb for a little bit and just follow your heart, because your heart is telling you it's time to change. The change is now. It has to happen now. It's almost like the tidal wave. I almost feel like you're getting pushed out of Los Angeles. I feel like the wave is pushing you out of Los Angeles. I don't know, exactly where you're going yet, but it's going to be a good place. Okay. So now let's go to question part 2. All right. Love life. All right, Bridget. Okay. So when I tap into the energy about the love life, I sit here and I spin a little bit, okay? And it's kind of funny because the energy that's flowing through me is just like, I don't even know how to describe it. It feels like, I feel like a little mini hurricane, tornado, but it's inside of you. So I feel like you have a little bit of clearing to do so that you can get the love life that you desire. Because there's this, I don't even know what to describe this as. This little, let's say there's this little, let's say there's still this little Band-Aid. That's the best way to describe it, because they're showing me it's about this big, and they're showing me it's like a little Band-Aid, and it's on your heart chakra a little bit. So I'm getting that you kind of have to heal that a little bit first. I'm feeling like that needs to be pulled off. And I get it's about what you're creating now. So they're showing me you getting the blank piece of paper, writing down everything that it is you truly desire in that relationship. And the universe is going to provide that for you, because it's time is now to get everything that we desire. So we have to put it out there so that we can get it. Okay. So don't settle. They want you to jump up a notch. Okay. Put yourself back up on that pedestal. So I can't wait to see what you come up with for work and relationships, Bridget. This is awesome. You guys are so awesome. You guys are bringing in so much energy today. It's been a while since I've sweat like this, since I've been doing this show, since I've been out on the lanai. And since I've come inside, I've not been like this. So you guys are adding to this huge energy ball. I feel like it's a huge energy ball now. You know what I mean? And we're just like, we're all like, I feel like little volcanoes, you know, I don't know how else to describe it. Where, you know, if you take my pink translucent bubble that I talk about, our protection bubble, if you take that right now and you see it like vibrating, right? And how have you guys been feeling the energy some days? Oh my God, some days I'll be talking to someone and everything on me is vibrating. Even my lips are vibrating like I'm cold. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I've never felt that before. So all these energies that are coming down to earth right now are to help restructure us and to tap into all our DNA and to tap into all our cells and stuff inside this body to help ourselves heal, to help ourselves in the collective as we move forward. Because as we move forward, we're starting to create the new world, right? And energetically, we want to be clear. We want to be happy. Whatever it is we want to feel. It's so funny, the landscapers are here now. But it's everything that we want to feel. And we are the creators of that. So again, like every week, I'm like, here's the steering wheel. Where are you driving your ship? Are you driving it to happiness? Are you driving it to misery? Are you staying somewhere in between? You have a choice every moment of every day. That's one of the things that God gave us down here was free will, right? And our free will is always to change our mind in that moment. 1 minute we could feel really angry and then we can choose to be really happy. It may take us a minute to get out of that anger, but if we tell ourselves we don't want to be there, we can get into the happy zone, right? And we can see happiness in anything, right? We can see that cup half full if we want to. You know what I mean? Or we could see it just being full if we desire. It's going to be whatever your thought pattern is. You are the creator of that. Don't listen to everything that we've learned in this lifetime. Do not, because it's not going to help you that much, okay? It's going to help you pay your bills. It's going to help you pay your rent. It's going to help you with those things, but it's not going to help you tap into who your spiritual being is, okay? Because the spiritual being is only a part, right? A part of this human body. It's actually a big part of this human body. It's really the suit. We like to take, it's kind of like if you see my body as a suit here, I'll use this little lizard. He always has toys right by. So I'll use this little lizard. So say we're this little lizard and then our spirit comes in and bam, it pops right in here. And if you guys want to see what that looks like, you guys go watch Complicated by Design, the Sizzle over on YouTube, because she has a video. I love them both, actually, the visual effect of the energy going in and kind of like spreading out. And then when the lady's at the water and that spreads out, because that's what I go do. And I wonder if my energy actually looks like that when I'm doing that, because I go out by the water and I did exactly that. You know what I mean? It's like I'm there and I'm spreading love into the water, into the ocean. I'm spreading it everywhere, you know, and just seeing the energy is fantastic. So woo, woo, woo. Oh, I tell you, you guys are bringing in the energy. Ooh, and Valley says she's getting lots of chills now, so the energy's kicking for you too. That's awesome. First, your hair is so beautiful. I thank you. Anyways, I'd like some guidance related to how to address the health issues, like where to focus and what can I do to get along with humans while staying true and real. Well, all right, let's tap into that one. Okay, so first, health issues. Okay. So the first thing that I'd like to say is if you guys are having health issues, ask yourself why. Okay. Ask yourself why you're having health issues. Are they related to emotions? You know, you can do different searches online if you want to see what's attached to what and what emotion that might be attached to. But here's the thing I want to talk about that, because I knew I was going to bring up healing in some way, shape, or form today. It's like since I've been born and ever since I've been alive, I knew that I would never have a sickness. It's just something my inner knowing knows. Like I can tell myself I'm never going to be sick. I'm never going to have that illness, right? And here's the thing. Sometimes when people get told they have an illness, they own it. The doctor says you have XYZ, and people are like, oh my God, I have XYZ. My life is gone. If we talk to our bodies, people, if we actually really talk to our bodies, talk to ourselves, because every night when I go to bed, I talk to myself. I'm like, all right, activate, heal whatever needs to be healed, come into balance, whatever the words are. I talk to my DNA as well. You know what I mean? And some of the meditations I do actually connect all of those together. So we're, you know, connecting in with the DNA. We're connecting in also with our cells, right? Because we want to tell them to be healthy. We want them to be happy, you know, and if you're not doing happy and healthy things in your life, that's going to create dis-ease, which creates disease. So definitely look at those things. I would definitely focus on yourself, self-care, whatever it might need to be. Okay. And what can I do to get along with humans while staying true and real? Okay, so this is a good one. This is a good one for everybody, because how can we get along with humans while staying true and real? We do that by respecting each other, okay? I may have a different opinion than you, but I respect your opinion and you should respect mine. Okay, so we just need to have a little bit more respect for each other and staying true to ourselves and staying in our truth, right? Because it's important we stay in our truth. So it's like when we're standing in our truth, and sometimes we stay quiet, right? Sometimes we'll stay very quiet because we don't want to upset the other people because their belief system is different than ours, right? And sometimes by doing that, we're kind of consenting to what their belief system is. So at least speaking your piece at this time is very important. And you can see I'm holding my heart chakra as I do this. So this is very important that we all connect in, because we're all come from the same soul families up from everywhere, right? We've all connected in one way, shape, or form, or we would not have come to Earth to make this change together, right? So just stay true to yourself. Do not react to others, right? Because a lot of times people will react. So I say do not react. I say take a deep breath and say, I respect you as you respect me. You know, isn't that what namaste is? Like, I respect the light in you and the same light in me, or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, where do we just need to start respecting each other more, because I'm not seeing a lot of that out there. So I hope that's going to help you to help stay true to yourself, because the more that we stand in our truth and talk our truth, we feel better. Because if not, think about it. If we're not talking our truth, right? What happens? Our throat gets clogged up. We start closing down. Maybe this is where the illness takes place. And they don't want you to do that anymore. They want you to speak freely. They want you to be who you need to be. And yeah, you might be wrong yesterday and right today. We don't know, but you have to respect each other as we move along, right? Because if you don't understand it 100% and it goes against your beliefs, maybe you have to do a little more research, because we have to do a lot of research these days to really find out what's happening. And even a lot of that research is being hidden. So then that's why I asked that you go inside yourself. Does this feel like my true truth? Should I say something? Should I not say something? You know what I mean? Because
you should say something.
You should say something. You should speak your truth. See, the kid knows. You know what I mean? So it's time for us all to stand in our truth. And really, what does that mean? We may have learned one truth today, another truth tomorrow, another truth tomorrow, another truth tomorrow. And breathe. He wants you to breathe too. See, that's important too. He's so my kid. So you can see that we're so in line with all of that. So now it's time for you to be in line with yourself.
Spread the love.
And spread the love. He is my coach. I love him. Okay, so spread the love. Okay, so all right, let's see. Sarah K. Hi there. Any general work guidance for me? All right, Sarah, let me tap in for that for you. Okay. All right, so Sarah, what I'm getting for you is there's something from your past that keeps popping up. And I don't know if this has to do with work or not. They're just showing me, this is the information they're showing me. So they're showing me that something keeps popping up from the past. And whether this is work or relationship related, this is also going to help shift, because I feel like you have to let go of whatever this past thing is that keeps popping up. I feel like it's a past thought, or it's a pattern. It's a pattern that you're starting to recognize about yourself. And I feel like you're ready to break this pattern. But what they show me with that is breaking that pattern is going to help release the past. Okay. Because it's like you're almost done. They show me like, you know, if you were like ready to jump the cliff and totally believed you had wings and stuff, I feel like you're almost there, but you still have a little bit of fear attached. They want you to let go of whatever that fear is. So whatever that past pattern is attached to fear. So they want you to let go of all fear so that you can move forward with love and grace in your heart, because there's a lot of new opportunities that will be coming up in the next 1 to 2 months, maybe in 3 months. There's going to be a lot of new opportunities coming up for you, Sarah. So I hope that helps you. You guys, I'm telling you, the sweat, can you guys see it? The sweat is just running right off me today. The energy is so kicking. So I want to mention this again in case there's new listeners that have popped in. And be alive. And if you guys have not wrote down into the little chat box where you guys are from, please add that to the chat box so that I know where you guys are tapping in from today, so that I can send energy out there, so we can make more of this connection, so we could be more love, we can be more light, we can be more of the creators, more of the truth seekers, more of the truth tellers, and help those that are going to be awakened very soon from their very long slumber. And the thing that I've seen about this slumber that people are in, or even some light workers are also in this slumber. They're still stuck somewhere on a plateau, I'm feeling. Like, so I'm asking everybody to tap in today so that we can all jump from this plateau that we may have been on, because I know I always rest on a plateau, but I feel like we all need to go higher and higher and higher, and definitely connect into our higher selves and really get the truth information, and not always listen to, okay, we also have to learn to decipher between false and organic light. Okay, I say this a lot sometimes, but we're starting to recognize, and again, how do you recognize that? You recognize that with your soul self. You recognize that with your God self. It's gonna tell you if it's true or not. And if you don't know right away, step back for a minute, observe. Observation is going to help you too. And I also want to tell you that a lot of signs and symbols are going to be coming your way right now because I'm seeing more numbers, I'm seeing more license plates, I'm seeing the billboards, I'm seeing the clouds, I'm seeing a little bit of everything to help move you forward. So recognize them as they're showing up for you and say, I acknowledge that, thank you. And the more that we say thank you to our guides and angels, the more they are to help us, right? Because we're being grateful for their help, right? Because we're like lost souls, some of us here on earth, right? We're walking around, we don't know where we're going, we don't know what we're doing or what we should be doing. So let's be grateful, let's be happy, let's be joyful, and let's be the creators of our happiness, because that's what's going to happen, okay? We are going to be the creators. Thank you for putting those in the words. I wasn't looking for the plateau. Well, jump for it. I know, just imagine we're out in the Grand Canyon and there's these different little things we can all jump from, and they're going higher and higher or whatever, but it's time for us to definitely take that jump, okay? So, that's awesome. So I think we're all ready to like raise our vibration, and as we raise that vibration, it takes us closer to our higher selves, not feeling so human, not getting caught in our human fears and emotions that may come up because they've been taught to us or instilled in us somewhere. It's time for us to really tap into who our spiritual self is. And now is a very important time through this Lionsgate, because through this Lionsgate is just going to be looking, it's going to be helping you to move forward. Thank you. That's awesome, Kim. Wasn't looking for it. Well, I'm glad I could help you guys see what you need to be looking for, because sometimes we get stuck, right? I talk to some people and they just feel like I'm stuck. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I should do. And I'm just like, jump, just move, just do whatever you got to do. You know what I mean? So it's like, wow, it's like we're this change. And thank you. He loves contributing now too. It's funny because he wants to be around it more. So the energy is definitely changing more. Yes, do that too. Join our Patreons. So on Mondays, you can watch the Spiritual View show. Watch 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 psychics, sometimes more. Yes, I don't know. I can't remember how many we've had. But, and we get around and we have he wants to say 6. And there's not that many, but there's some of us, and we get around and we chat about stuff, So be part of the Patreon group and help our channel grow. Wouldn't that be awesome? All right, so you guys, with the coming week, the energy is still going to be intense. I feel like there's going to be a lot of energy flowing this week. I want you guys to go with the flow. This is what I want you to do. I want you to surrender to your highest self, get out of your human brain a little bit, because that's the part that causes the fear and stuff. I want you to get in the lazy river in your little raft, and I want you to get in there. You can have water, tea, you can have your little umbrella drinks if you want, but I want you guys to enjoy life a little bit this week. I want you to get in the lazy river and just go with the flow and see where it takes you. If it changes your plans at the last minute, it was meant to change your plans at the last minute. Because let me tell you, my son had been asking me for Taco Bell for 3 days. I kept going, I'll do it tomorrow. And I finally went, and I realized, yes, I mean William. So when I finally went there, I realized why I was there. Okay, because the man that was talking to me through the speaker was one of the nicest, and he had a very nice voice. I was like, this guy could do voiceovers or something. That's what I'm thinking at the sign. And I'm just like, he's so kind. And he was just like, I couldn't imagine what the man looked like until I got to the window. And I wanted to see the man when I got to the window, because I felt his energy and I felt like I needed to tell him that, right? So that was one of my things that we just do. So I get up to the window, and there's a girl they're all wearing masks. So I don't know if it was a man or a woman that was actually talking to me. It sounded like a man, but I didn't know, and then when he finally spoke, I said, you have a voice. I was like, I love your voice. The way you talked, I said, you could be in movies, you could be a voiceover. And he was just like, wow, can you tell him that to my manager? So, and I told his manager that. I have no fear of telling that to his manager. But it was just, I was supposed to be there. It made my day. It made that man's day. So I had to put off my son's Taco Bell for 3 days so I could make this man's day and make my day as well. So everything happens for a reason. We may not recognize what that reason is in that particular moment, or why we're putting it off. It's the same way when I go to the laundromat now. I used to show up when it was completely busy. And now I trust myself to go, I'm not going to try to stick to my schedule that I need to get there at 9. So I'm out of there by 11, da, 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 da. I go, oh, I'm just going to go whenever I'm ready. So I let spirit kind of say, all right, it's time to get ready to go now. And when I get there, on the washing machines I need are open, everything just falls into place. So this is what I'm talking about getting into the lazy river. Trusting your intuition on when you should be doing things. Try not to force things now, because forcing it is going to slow it down. Okay, it's going to give you the more resistance you don't want. Okay, so I hope that you guys have an absolutely fantastic week. I love each and every one of you. I love that you guys tapped in today, whether it's today or in the archives. I'm glad you're a part of my troop, my soul tribe, whatever you want to call it. We're all these little soul families that are finding each other all around the world. And I mean literally all around the world. I have goosebumps as I tell you that. So we are starting to connect in all around the world as this little light workers are raising that vibration to bring a better earth to this world. So I thank you guys for tapping in this week, and I look forward to seeing you guys in August, because next week will be August. So goodbye, July, and hello, August. So I'll see you guys in August. You enjoy the last bit of this July we have left, and enjoy the week. And I look forward to seeing you next week. You going to say bye-bye? And spread the love. See you next week.
Bye.
Don't want the fun to end? Grab more refreshments. Then head over to the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel. With the huge selection of shows, the fun doesn't have to end.